Okay, so I'm Ines, and this is my mother. She had me when she was 22. I am now currently 15 years old. I was about to say 16 to make me seem old. But I am turning 16 this year. So, 16, okay, I am 16 years old because I'm basically turning 16 in 3 months. So, it's still the same. And this is my mother.
My name is Jackie, and I'm 38 years old.
Even though she doesn't look like she's 38, you guys.
You're just saying that because you're my daughter.
No, a lot of people have told me that you don't look 38 years old. Like,
should I take this compliment?
Yes, this is a compliment. They're basically saying that you don't look like your age. Like you look younger than what age you're supposed to be in. You get me?
The secret is just for you to enjoy the years of your life. Every year that you get to live your life, you just have to enjoy and make the most out of it, and never forget to really love yourself. Because
True.
if you just like take all the stresses in your life inside of you, like you're really gonna absorb it, then trust me, 100% this will all be converted to fine lines. This will all be converted into, how do you call that? Wrinkles. And how do you call this part here when you smile, like when other people smile?
Like, smile lines.
There's nothing bad about having wrinkles, because it's like a sign that we are aging, and it's a sign that we are living.
True. I mean, aging is also something. Aging is not something bad, Aging actually, for me, it's something that's beautiful because, like, you have reached into a point where you're already old and, like, you have experienced everything that you've already experienced and you survived,
It's a sign that, just think about it. Every line that you have in your face is a lesson learned that you get from your life. It's a wisdom. Like, when you face the mirror, and then if they're a really very obvious line, you just think about the lessons that you have learned your life.
Throughout
your life, yes. Okay, this line is when I
example,
learned my lesson from my first love in high school. This line is when I learned what not to do when I have stresses. Or this line is
whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
That's no problem. Anyway, so we are going to the
So
main
what's the
topic.
main topic?
Okay. I didn't even get to ask you my question because we
Okay, I'm
ended up out
ready,
here
I'm
talking
ready.
about aging and stuff. So my question is, in your
High school.
when you were a kid, like when you were in your, how do I say it? Like, I don't know how to say it. Oh my,
When I was young.
when you were young, when you were basically my age,
Mm-hmm.
were there people that were gay or lesbian or something like that?
Well, I grew up in an island, in one of the 7,100 plus islands in the Philippines, and it's called Cebu. And it's not even in the city. I grew up, like, basically in my high school years, since you're asking me about when I was your age. When I was your age, I was living in a province, as you know. It's called Pinamungahan. And yes, one of my closest friends is actually gay. His name is called Rafi. Hi, Rafi. Rufino is his real name, and we call him Rafi. And he's one of our closest friends. And yeah, I do. I have them in my life. And in fact, one of the very famous hairdresser in Pinamungahan called Ansing Bayot.
I don't know. I haven't. Heard
Yes. And he used to wear these really like short shorts and stuff like
when
that.
When you were my age.
I mean, let me correct myself. She used to wear this really short shorts. And she's very famous in the whole Pinamungahan because she's like one of the best hairdresser you could ever find. So yeah, I know a lot of people.
But were there any?
And
like,
many other
lesbians?
more. Lesbians, yes, I do have a classmate that was a lesbian.
In Pinamungahan?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that because, like, you know, I don't mean to, but like Philippines is, you know, like they're not really that open to lesbian people. Like they're more open to gay people and transgender people because that's what they see mostly.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't feel like lesbians are like represented as much as them, you know.
Yeah,
or
that's true.
something.
And well, I know. For example, when I fast forward to, let's say, 5 years later, when I was in college, I've had like direct experiences with lesbians, in a way that there was one lesbian who actually courted me. Her name is Gel. Her name was Gel, and she used to wait for me outside the lobby in the school with flowers and all that stuff. My best friend used to have a lesbian girlfriend. We were studying nursing that time, and her girlfriend was actually studying medicine.
Also.
Yes, in the same school in Cebu Doctors. So I'm not really like, my experience, like my whole life, I'm not like, oh, I don't know, I'm not connected with anybody like that, or I don't know who they are or what they are and how they act and all these kind of things. Like I've always been, what I wanted to say is I've always been exposed to this kind of environment,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm very, welcoming to
But
that.
this is very important, like, you know, because learning to accept people for who they are. This can like really get you off to a good start and to meeting new people because you're not like afraid. You don't judge them for who they are. You know, like you accept them as how they are. Like you don't see them for their gender or their
Yes.
sexuality or their skin color or whatever.
Yes,
You know?
it's true. But then, at a very young age, you also cannot just take credit to yourself in this case. Your parents, your friends, your mentors, or whoever that you look up to also plays a very important role in giving you that knowledge, so that you could be welcoming, that your love will be more all encompassing in a way. You know what I mean? Like you cannot just go out to the world and just be like, oh, I'm not gonna judge. What I'm trying to say is that your parents, your friends, whoever that you look up to, plays an important role in shaping your mindset,
Of course.
that you do not grow up to become judgmental. You do not grow up to become very exclusive. Like you have to be very inclusive. You have to be sympathetic, but at the same time empathetic, and you just have to understand, the complexities of the different walks of life. Different. Exactly.
But honestly, there are some people that grew up, for example, in my school,
Mm-hmm.
that they're very close-minded. They are saying no to gays, and she's a girl, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And she was telling us that she's like this because of her family, but I feel like it's her choice to be that way because she can also change her mindset herself.
Exactly, because the family is not the only group of people that she also meets. Like she goes to school every day. She gets to meet some random friends of friends as well. Like anybody could influence her, not just herself, not just her parents, but also the people around. So she cannot just also make up a reason that I'm not gonna accept because my parents don't. Well, it's her choice.
It's her choice, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's her choice.
True.
And we have to also accept that some people are just really raised also that way.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions?
No, that's it for now. Now it's your time to ask me.
Okay, so I know and I've met a lot of your friends, and a lot of them are part of the LGBT. Hi, Alian, Alex, many, many, many more. Jairo as well, right?
Uh-huh.
So I want to ask you, I'm just curious, like, what is the best thing about having friends from this amazing community?
There's a lot of things, you guys. Like, I cannot like grow them up all just at once. Well, you know me growing up, I've always been also exposed to a lot
Oh
of
yeah,
things.
hi Alex.
No, but
Alex from the Philippines. I
Yes,
mean,
yes.
like your best friend when
yeah,
you were.
I know. No, and not only that, only the family also.
Your your uncle slash
I have
tita
I have a lot of titas, titos that
Can you
are
hold this?
gay. You know, I've always been exposed to the community. Mother,
It's okay. I'm so sorry. I just need to fix
I've
this.
always been.
I'm just being a mother. I'm
Okay.
sorry about that. Okay.
I've always been exposed to, you know, the LGBTQ community
Mhm.
because first of all, my tita Manman has a lot of gay friends. She brings them at home always, and I love them because the way that they're really happy, joyful, and you know, they don't have like they're I don't know how to say this. Like, I don't know if it's the correct term, like transparent. No, it's not the correct term, right? But they're like that they tell you what you need to hear, you know?
They are transparent. That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah. I just didn't know if it was the right
They're open. They speak up.
Yeah, they're open, they
They're
speak
vocal.
up. Exactly. And well, I can tell you that I mean there are also some other gays that people part of that community that they're not like that, you know, and understand. But my friends right now that are part of that, they're just really happy. Like, you know, we make jokes all the time. We're happy all the time. But yeah, like we're all happy, you know.
But
We,
you know-
we always have jokes. We jokes about stuff that are, you know. You get
Seem
me?
to be very happy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
And it seems like, I mean, when I was in high school, when I was in your age, it was very limited for me because I only have Rafi. Hello again, Rafi. We only had Rafi, so we were like 7 girls, and then Rafi. And, you know, in our class, it was only Rafi, so I didn't really have a lot. But when I was growing up and when I was already, you know, working as a professional, then I get to meet these amazing people. Amazing, like we talk about Romeo, we talk about Aaron, Kay. You know, like it's very heartwarming because you mentioned. I just want to get back to what you just said that they're always like happy people that they don't have any problems.
No, I didn't say that they didn't have any problems.
Okay, but you said
But
that they're
they
always
choose-
happy people.
They're always happy because they choose to be happy. They don't let anything affect them, you know. Like
Exactly.
I mean,
Exactly.
like, you get
But
me.
we also need to, I mean, this is your experience, and it's valid, but let's also validate those certain percentage of the community that are still kind of not really ready to share who they really are. And I hope that if you're, you know, watching this video right now and you are still thinking, will I how do you say that,
come out of the closet.
will I come out, will I confide to my parents, will I confide to my friends that I am this or that, or, you know, we just want you to encourage that based on our experience, you guys are one of the best heartwarming
People
real-
we have ever met.
real people
Honestly.
that we've ever met or I've ever met and experienced. Like at my darkest hours or my deepest times, I could say that I could really count on them.
Mhm.
You know,
Exactly. Yes.
and maybe I'm just lucky. I'm just lucky that I get to have these people, and I just want you to know, like if you're watching right now, that let somebody be lucky as well by having you in their lives. You know what I mean? Like, if you just, like, I will share one story. I'm not gonna disclose the name. I have a very close friend, and all these years, because I'm naive and probably I don't really have this so-called, it's not my term, but they have this so-called gay radar. I don't have that.
She doesn't have that, guys. I like, ever since I was a kid, I already knew that he was gay.
I mean, I needed more high school friends that are gay for me to reach to that level of knowledge. But anyway, so to cut the story short, I have this very close guy friend. We were colleagues as well back then. And then fast forward to, let's say, 2 years ago, he came out on me. And I mean, this is my story. I'm not gonna divulge his name, but he said that, well, I wanna start a new life. I wanna start with a clean slate. And since Jackie, you are my friend, I just wanted to let you know that I'm not straight.
She cried, you guys.
Oh my god, like, I couldn't process it. Like, you're not straight. Like, I thought that he's not walking straight or something like that, or straight.
You didn't even know what the term
Straight.
means.
No, I know what's the straight term means,
But you just couldn't believe it.
I just couldn't connect because all these years I thought that he really liked women, and when I teased him before, he's like, oh yeah, like, it's not like implicitly saying that I don't like women. Like, he never confided to me, so I was like, what? Yeah, I'm not straight, like, I like men. And I was like, oh my god, like, I just like hugged him so much, and I said, like, why only now? And then I cried. You know why I cried? Because
It's something that's really that you really need to have, like, strength to say that to someone you really trust, you know?
I know, but I
The
cried.
courage.
I cried because I wanted him to come out years before.
But you said you didn't know that he was gay.
I didn't know. That's why I said, why only now? Like,
Okay.
What I meant is that, actually, I'm just gonna say this. This is exactly what I said. Why did you just tell me now? I could have been more happier years ago if I knew that you were gay. We could be like, alam mo yung the term harutan? I don't know what's that in English. Like,
I don't know.
harutan is like, you know, like, you're making fun, like, you're joking
exactly.
around, and you're just...
Exactly, I do that with my friends. Oy, ma, we forgot that this was also a Bisaya channel. Bisaya sad ta, oy.
Kapoy kay butang og subtitle. Like, I'm very lazy to edit and put some subtitles. So, kanang, sige, magbisaya tayo. Una ba nga kanang, happy kay ko nga, oh my god, payatay ka. Ikaw nga payatay ka ko nga, why did you just tell me now? I should, mas happy, we should have been more happier in our previous, roles in the previous country where we lived together there. Mm-hmm. If I knew this is who you are, and I love you. I said that I will never change. Our friendship will never change. Instead, it would even grow stronger. And true enough, it really did. Like, we were tested by time. Like, we had one time that we had a fallout, and you know that. But we are back together now, and he's really like my sister / brother. I don't know. I just love.
Yes.
Yeah, I just love this person very much. And this person, you know who you are if you're gonna watch this. I just want you to know that whatever happens in life, whether I would still be here in this country or not anymore, I just really value what we have, the friendship, the feeling of being a part of the family. And the same also for Erin, like, the first time I met Erin, like,
Where did you even meet her, by the way?
So Erin is the wife of my colleague. So
So he told you that he has a Filipino wife.
yes.
And you
Actually,
met her.
actually, I knew about this way. Je said, "Hey, you know what? I also married a Filipina." I said, "Oh, really? That's really nice. I'm gonna send you our wedding videos and wedding photos." I said, "Yes, please do. I want to see how beautiful she is." And then Gerard sent the link to me because it's
The wedding.
yeah, the wedding video because it's in YouTube, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, she's just super." Guys, if you see Erin, you tell.
She's beautiful.
Beautiful, strong, inside and out. She's like
Sexy.
sexy, of course. She's like the sister I never had. Like I really wish in my life that I will be having an additional sister. Like I love my sisters now, but I wouldn't mind having an additional sister, and that would be her. Like oh my gosh, and then while I was watching the video, Gerard sent another chat because we were chatting in the office, and he sent another chat and said, "By the way, Erin is trans," and I was like, that was my another. Oh my gosh! Like, love wins. Like, oh my gosh! And I was like, how long have you been married? And then he said that since I think like more than 6 years already since I knew that. And I was like, amazing. It's like longer than some other relationships that I know, and this is what amazes me. And then, like last week, somebody came here because I needed a nanny for the twins. Because by the way, I have twins as well, brothers of Ines, younger ones, like 4 years old. And I needed a nanny, and then there was a nanny who came, who brought with her the whole village.
Well, not exactly the whole village, but from where she was, there were a lot. But it was only just to meet them and get to know each other, make new friends.
Yeah, because it was her first time to be in Spain, the nanny that I was trying to hire. And her friends were just trying to help her out, find the location, like come to our place and, just connect because we are Filipinos, and that's what actually the
Yes.
Yeah, the Filipino communities
Actually, today
are like that.
when we were in the Pride Walk, when we were coming home, there was this Filipino photographer, and he saw the shirt. He was like, he was looking at me, and I tried to I was like, wait, is he looking? I didn't know if he was. I mean, I knew that he was Filipino because of his face. I don't know, but like if you're Filipino and you look at someone from far, I don't know if it's just me or this also happens to you. When you see like someone, and you say, oh my god, she's Filipino, and at the end she is or they are Filipino,
You just connect.
Yes, you just connect.
It's like you met each other, like you met since years ago, but in fact you just met like seconds.
So there was a Filipino photographer, and he saw Baghari, and he was like, Pinoy, kababayan, and he hugged us and stuff, and he took a picture of us, but he wasn't in part of the this community, like the Baghari. He was like part of another one, like he was a photographer of another company, like the car thing, I don't know. So yeah, he took a picture of us, we were like this, and we just went home. So that was just Filipinos connect like really fast with each other, to be honest. Super, like you can meet each other in just a day, and then you're like boom, best friends already.
Wow. So going back to my story, thanks for sharing your experience today. That was really fun. If I was there, I would already be asking, how long have you been here? Okay,
exactly.
Where do you live?
Actually, Tita Erin, Mommy Erin, took his Facebook or Instagram, I think. I don't know. I forgot, but yeah, she asked for it because he's kababayan and he's a photographer working here and stuff. So
he is.
It was a shame that you left early.
Oh, I have to.
But it was still good because at the end we didn't go to the Pride Walk because it was so late already.
Yes, but we are still supporting. That's why we're making this video to really appreciate the whole community, and to really appreciate as well the community of this amazing community that we are closely connected with. The people that really impacted our lives. And anyway, just before I go to the serious part, just going back to relationships between this community. So the nanny came, I interviewed her, and then one friend was a lesbian, and the girlfriend was here as well.
Yeah.
And then when I asked, like, how long have you been together? They're like, 11 years. That's like
That's so
longer
strong.
longer than my marriage. That's like longer than all my relationships, you know. So it's amazing because when a couple lasts that long, you can really tell that the respect is there.
Mm-hmm.
And when the respect is there, the love is there. And at the end of the day, love wins. It doesn't have a
Love
definition.
is love.
Yeah,
Love
is
doesn't have a definition because, you know, you can go love
Well,
yourself.
well,
or anyone else.
well,
You don't get what I mean.
well, the dictionary has a definition of love, but when you are a person with so much wisdom and experience in life, then you know that the definition in the dictionary or Google or wherever is just the limited definition. But based on your experience, based on the people you've met, based on the people you personally know, you will enrich that definition. You will add more lines to that definition, you know.
Mhm.
So you should not limit it. That, oh, love is just between man and a woman. Period. No.
No. Because if it's just between a man and a woman, how can you say that you love, for example, your pets, or you love whatever, your kids, you know, something like that. Like,
That's why, going back to the Pride Month, I am curious, what is in the 16 years old mind when it comes to Pride Month? What is it for you? Like, what is your definition of it? Like,
hey, I'm just going to speak about what I think about it. And for me personally, like last year, I went to the Pride March to support my friends that are also part of the community. And this year, no, I went today, but we went back home because, you know, it started so late and I have to come home already, have my mom. But I went last year and it was so good. Honestly, when I was walking there, I felt like the best version of myself. No, I get why they do this because you really feel good, you know. They're there with the music. People are expressing themselves and they don't care about what other people think, you know. They love themselves and that has taught me a lot. Like I also thought I told my mom, like, you know, Pride Month is all about
not just about
being gay or something
LGBTQIA,
like
but
that.
it's
Yeah.
about loving yourself, and loving who you are.
Accepting yourself. That's a really, really important thing that you have to do. You have to accept and love yourself, really. So my experience, like for me, Pride Month or Pride in general, is not just about being gay, but loving and accepting who you are and showing off how you are, how beautiful you are, and just, you know, just be like there, just express how you feel, do everything you want without judgment and everything, you know. I was really there. Let me tell you something, like last year when I was in the march, I was dancing my ass off.
Sample.
With
Can
the
you give a
music.
sample?
Nah, you're not gonna give a sample, but I was dancing my ass off with my friends, you know, just supporting them, and with the bisexual flag and the rainbow flag gave like here, like that, and people were recording us, people were taking pictures of us. Everybody was so happy, even though it was so hot, but it was so happy. We were listening to music and just, you know, everyone was so happy. Honestly, like, I mean, I wish that I should have stayed today, but it was just too hot, and you know. But yeah, for me, Pride is just accepting who you are, loving how you are, expressing yourself without any judgment, not caring about what other people think. Self-love, it's so important, you know. So yeah. So now I have something to ask you. This is gonna get like really serious.
Oh my God.
This is gonna get serious. This is a major topic that we have to talk about to spread awareness to
Okay.
people. How do you feel like? Okay, I'm just gonna talk about this like globally, or I don't know.
Do you need a Miss Universe kind of answer or a motherly answer?
No, motherly, your self answer. Your answer, like your true self answer. Okay.
I'm just kidding.
So, how do you feel about people spreading hate or being aggressive towards the people part of the LGBTQ community? And how do you think that the people can help, or the government, or something like that, police, you know? Because there are many like unfair like treatments towards them or something.
It's really first of all, because you asked me about how I feel about it,
Mm-hmm.
I feel remorse, or I don't know, like I feel, let's just make it simple. I feel sad. I know a lot of stories or in the news that, you know, some of these, oh, let me tell you a very, very, very personal story. My classmate in college, Mark, he's gay, and he got murdered in his own room.
What, in Philippines?
Yes, in the Philippines, he got murdered. One of my close friend who already died now, he's my very close friend, Kuja. He's gay as well, and he died. But before he died, he experienced, if I remember it correctly, some kind of level of abuse in the relationship. But he died not because of the abuse. He died because he had a very serious illness. So may his soul rest in peace now. But he's really one of my closest friends. Like, we were literally roommates in Singapore. And I feel sad because nobody, regardless if you're gay, you're straight, you're whatever, nobody deserves to be hated upon. Why? Why? If you did something, whether you're straight, gay, trans, lesbian, bisexual, or whatever part of the spectrum you are, if you have done something bad for you to deserve that, then probably people cannot question so much, like, oh, maybe he hates this, because people kind of connects, you know. But if there is no connection, and the only reason that you hate the person, or
just because they're gay,
yeah,
like,
or the only
part of that
if the
spectrum.
only reason is that you hate the person, or you curse them, or you throw something at them, or you punch them, or you slap them, or I even see some news that some gays are being like punched almost to death just because they are who they are. Then this is unacceptable, and I'm very sad. And for us to mitigate meaning, how do we address that? We need to start within ourselves. First of all, you have to assess yourself. How old am I? Am I matured enough to spread awareness? If I'm a mother, what am I doing now? I mean, I don't have a social media, but if I have now a social media, I would be posting us supporting the Pride Month. Because it's not about, okay, I walk there in the Pride Month because I am part of the spectrum. No.
You're also fighting for yourself. People need to understand that you're not only going there just because you're gay. You are, you know, supporting your community, and
You're supporting
and
your
everything
community
against the hate crimes and everything.
Exactly.
That you're taking pride onto yourself, like, you know, that's
exactly. So going back to my point, if you're a mother listening right now, you don't need to have an LGBTQIA plus daughter or son for you to support that, and for you to open up their minds to be inclusive. You know, you have to be supportive, because our daughters, or at least mine, has the best of friends from this community, and
exactly.
they are like not bad influences. I do myself have my closest friends from this
One
community.
thing about them is that they have a lot of wisdom and can really help you with your problems.
And there was one
Give
line.
you an advice also.
Exactly, and I'm gonna share this to you. There is one line that one of my bestest friends, Romeo, told me: never underestimate the life that made you stronger. And this is the wisdom from my closest friend. And this is coming back to what you said. So going back, I just wanted to wrap it up. How to spread awareness, how to help these kind of things, how the police can do, what the police can do, what the government can do. I don't know what they can do. I can only wish that they could strengthen they could probably come up, the government could probably raise some bills to raise more protection for this community, that there will be less I don't know if that's called racism or
Homophobia.
yeah, raise protect the bill in terms of having this, even if it's just a verbal homophobic comment, it should be treated seriously, because
Exactly.
verbal
You know what?
becomes action.
What? Exactly. You know what happened today? Actually, I don't know if you have noticed, but me and Dana have noticed it, that whilst we were walking in the streets, some guys were like calling Mommy Erin and everyone like lady boy, something like that. They didn't like really like, they just ignored them, But the men were probably like 20 plus years old, and some were like older than that. And me and Dana thought about it. We were like, why do they care? Like, why do you care? We didn't do anything to you, And then also when we were going to walk like towards already the Pride thing, like the place where the march starts, there were two men inside the taxi, and they flipped us off.
Flipped?
Like, they did this to us, inside the taxi. And I told them, did you see that? Why would you even care? Like, why would you do that? Like, we didn't do anything to you. Like, we didn't even know that you were there. The only thing that was that I felt some kind of energy, like, so I had to, like, I was looking around and I was like, what the heck? Why did he just flip us off? So we were walking, and then when we walked, because it was like at the red light, so the taxi stopped, and we were walking, we passed by them. What happened? They didn't do anything. They were just like heads down, Now these kind of people are really, they need to be more open-minded, and they have to know that, like, there are a lot of people that's part of the LGBTQ community now, and they have to be more open-minded and just accept, because you can't do anything about it,
Sometimes it's not just about being open-minded, because you can be open-minded but you don't really have the heart to really accept. You know what I
True.
mean?
Yeah.
So it has to
But
go.
still,
It has to go both ways. On the other way around, you can have the heart. You could be caring and everything, but if you're not open-minded, then it's as good as nothing as well. You'll
just basically being a hypocrite. That's it.
You'll be as good as a hypocrite. So what I'm saying is that it has to be, like in Spanish, it's called conjuntos. It has to be together. It must be that you're open-minded, and to add into that ingredient is that you need to be knowledgeable as well. You need to be knowledgeable about what this community is all about. What's the complexities of these spectrums? Because I know somebody would say, oh, he's gay, period. Like, you don't know that there are actually different levels and spectrums, and you need to we need to really educate and respect,
Exactly.
So
the one thing that okay, this is going to be like,
wait, let me just complete
Okay.
my formula.
Okay.
You have to be open-minded. You need to have a really good level of knowledge for you to know how to interact and how to really connect with them. And then you need to have respect.
Of course.
Same level
That's
of
it.
respect.
For everyone.
And the heart to accept. Because if you don't have one of those in that formula, it's good. It's good as nothing, or let's say it's not enough. Because you could be open-minded, you could have respect, but you don't have a heart, or you have a heart but you have none of those left, or you could have the knowledge, but I know, like you know the definition, you know by theory, you know, but you're not open-minded, you don't respect these people, you don't have the heart. It's
good for not like not.
It's not enough. It's not enough.
Okay, what was I about to say? I forgot about it. Hold
I'm
on.
sorry.
Okay, yeah, the thing is that people that are not really like, they don't know the spectrum yet or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I said it right.
Yeah.
So actually, there are a lot of people that confuse gay people for being transgender.
No.
Like, no, yeah, there are. Like, for example, like, kung naitawa mo ingon nga bayot, they already think of someone like with a long hair, you know, like a woman. Like I don't know how to say, like, bayot, they think of someone transgender, but that's not, like that's not okay, like, that's not real, because bayot does not mean transgender. Like, bayot means gay. You can be gay and look like, you know, look as how you are, like, I don't know, how do I say it? Look like a man. I don't know. But bayot and transgender, gay and transgender is a different thing. Like transgender, you can be transgender and be another sexuality. Now this is the thing, sexuality and gender are different things. Okay, you can say, for example, this is an example. Me, I can say like, oh, I feel like I'm a man, you know, so that means I'm transgender because I'm gonna be a man. But like my sexuality is that I like girls, so that makes me like straight, you know. I don't know how to say, but like, for example, me, I feel like a man, then I become a man, but I still like men. That makes me gay. You get me? Like, do you understand me right now?
Well, it's complicated, right?
But
But
people need to people
let's
need to
not-
learn how to differentiate.
I know,
this
like
stuff.
we are not experts at the end of the day, and then I'm sure that some experts might really watch this video, maybe. So we're not gonna go to the technical side of it. We're not gonna go to the theory of it. I think our main goal for this vlog is that we're just encouraging
encouraging people
to be more inclusive, to be more, let's say, you know, connect with everybody without prejudice or without judgment.
No matter how they are, if they're gay, straight, lesbian, black, white, Asian, whatever, Arab.
Yeah, because this month is Pride Month, and
no, June was the Pride month.
Ah.
Just today is the walk, because I don't know why they.
it was delayed. I think the
it
walk.
was delayed.
I'm sorry about that. I stand corrected. What I'm just saying is that I guess it's not just about last month was Pride Month or this month is not the Pride Month. I guess the moral of the whole activity of these Pride Month and stuff like that is that we are now living in a world where more and more roles and more complexities have been identified and defined, because 20 years ago nobody knows how to even call this. Like,
exactly.
like in the province,
even though I wasn't here 20 years ago, but
exactly,
still,
like
you
in the
know.
province, for example, like I mentioned, there was a very famous hairdresser. She was a transgender because, you know, she really feels that she's a woman. She dresses up like a woman. She wear really like short shorts and stuff like that. She should have been called she, because we have to respect how she feels about herself. But the people, especially in the province, especially that we are in the Philippines, there was no definition about who she was. And for us, that time, he's gay. Take note.
Exactly, that was I was talking about. The thing is that people still do it, and
Now,
now,
because the knowledge is still not there, the awareness is still not spread. There is
even though that there are a lot of people in the Philippines, a lot of transgenders and gay people, why do we still not have like a pride month parade there, or you know.
I think there
Stuff
is.
like
I think
that.
there is, but only in some big cities. I think there is. But what I'm just trying to point is, we are now in the age of time, or I don't know if that's the right word, where there is already a definition, and we should be happy about it, because again, many years ago, people don't know how to call this person, or let's say there is another person who just wears wigs every day and wears dresses, the women clothes, and actually that's called transvestite. Do you know that word?
No, I actually don't know.
I mean, that word has been there for the longest time, but nobody really adapt to it. But now
But
there
you
is
just no wait. Transvestite is just you wanting to dress like a woman, but you don't feel like a woman, or what? Like.
oh, the good question. We have to ask that to the expert. Please comment down below.
No, because I don't know if I'm a transvestite, but I usually buy clothes for like a man, just because I feel
Like you're a man?
comfortable. No, I don't. I don't feel like that, but I just like it. I love it. Like, I feel comfortable.
Well, I have to be honest with you. When I was in your age, by the way, I don't know. Please comment down below, especially Filipinos. I don't know if you experienced this before, but I mean, I have crushes, okay? Like guy crushes, but I could not forget the period in my life where I want to wear my dad's big t-shirt. I want to wear my dad's basketball shorts. I want to wear my hair short, but I didn't really like, I haven't come to the point that I wanted to court a girl.
Mhm.
Court meaning like you wanted to date a girl. I didn't reach to that.
Oops, I think that's the twin. What happened?
I want yellow.
You say hello to the video, please.
I want yellow.
Come here.
I want yellow blood.
Come here, mommy, please, and say
And I
hello.
want yellow.
Ah, okay. Say hi to the video.
Say hi to the
We're doing
camera.
a video
Don't
right
touch
now.
it.
I need the